In today's video, I am going to be talking to you about why getting your clients on a weekly or fortnightly schedule is going to be hugely beneficial to your practice. If you've been feeling like you're constantly trying to get new clients or there's just not enough revenue coming into your practice, this video is going to be for you. But first, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kim. I help therapists get online, get confident with admin and reduce tech overwhelm. So let's jump straight in. I have been having a lot of conversations with therapists recently because they have been struggling with their practice in one way or another. So they come to me for help, and one of the main problems that I see is that they don't have clients that are on a weekly or fortnightly schedule. They are allowing them to book ad hoc, or they're allowing them to make many cancellations or reschedules with their sessions. So what happens then is that they're constantly trying to get new clients rather than keeping the clients they currently have on a regular schedule. It means that they're constantly marketing and spending time on their Psychology Today profiles or networking or social media rather than being able to spend the time doing what they actually want to do, which is therapy. So the first reason you want to try and get your clients on a regular schedule is so that you can work out your fee and how many clients you actually need. So I have got a really quick video which talks about how to calculate your fee, but I'm just going to summarize here. Basically, what you want to do is work out how much money you actually need to earn, add on your expenses so you get a total amount that you need to bring into your practice on a yearly basis. You then want to work out how many weeks holiday you'd like to have, and I would add in a couple more than you would like to take for training, sickness and unexpected things like that. So let's say you want to take 8 weeks off in total. And then what you want to do is divide the total amount of revenue you need to earn by the number of weeks you're going to work. And then what you either want to do is divide that by the fee you want to charge, and you will get the amount of client sessions you need, or you can divide it by the amount of client sessions you'd like to do, and that will give you your fee. So you can do it both ways. That's really important to know, because when you have that fee and the amount of sessions that you're going to have, it's going to help you work out how many clients you need to have. If you are offering 15 sessions a week, you can assume that you will need 15 clients, but it doesn't always work out like that. Some clients will have time off and some clients will want bi-weekly sessions. So you can probably assume you'd need to have a couple more clients than the amount of sessions that you've allocated for. However, if you are allowing clients to book in ad hoc and you don't know if they're going to book on a weekly basis, a fortnightly basis, a monthly basis, if you're never going to hear from them again, it's really hard for you to know how many clients you need for your practice to be successful, to bring you in the revenue that you require. So whereas you might only need one client to fill in one session time, or 2 clients to fill in that one session time if they're doing bi-weekly, if you're working with ad hoc clients, you may need 3 or even 4 clients just to fill that one session time. This can make your practice much harder to manage, and it can also increase the admin time because you're doing a lot of emailing, chasing clients up. Do you want to book in? These are the times I have available. Or a client will email you and say, I'd like to see you this week, and you have to send them your times. So it can really just create a lot more admin within your practice and a lot of back and forth with your clients. I understand for some clients you work with, it really isn't possible to put them on a weekly or fortnightly schedule because they might do shift work, for example, or they might work away from home. However, the vast amount of people, in my experience, can commit to a weekly or fortnightly schedule, and so you should be filling the majority of your practice with those clients. The second reason why you'd want to fill your practice with weekly or fortnightly regular clients is so that you can plan your week. I also have a video about your perfect week, which I will link here, and I always recommend for therapists to check that video out first because it's a really great tool for you to be able to start planning your schedule. But once you have decided what times you want to work, you want to be working in those times. So if you are deciding I want 15 client hours and these are the times, it will help you find clients that can fill those times rather than getting inquiries from people and going down the whole discovery call route and things like that with people who are not compatible with your schedule. Let's say you don't want to work any evenings, and then you get an inquiry from a client and they can only work after 5 p.m. and that's not something you want to do. If you are at a point where you are desperate for clients, you'll probably go ahead and book that client in, even though that doesn't work for you and your schedule. Whereas if you're really time boundaried and you know that you have a Wednesday at 12 p.m. slot available, you can not waste your time doing those discovery calls, because when that client sends an inquiry, you can tell them exactly which slot they can have. And if it doesn't work for them, it doesn't work for them. You can then know what times of the day you are going to be seeing clients, what time you can spend in your inbox, what time you can spend on admin or invoicing, and what times you can spend on doing social media or networking or your website, if that's something you need to do as well. Switching between tasks can have a real negative impact on your work, so you want to try and be able to plan your week as best as you can, knowing what clients you're going to see and when, rather than somebody booking in at the last minute or cancelling on you. The third reason that you would want to try and get regular clients into your practice is for cash flow. One of the main reasons you are in private practice is because you need to earn money, I am assuming. So you need to know how much money you are going to be earning in a week. And if you're allowing clients to book in ad hoc or cancel last minute, you're never going to know how much you are going to earn in a week. Having regular clients means that you can predict to a high degree of certainty how much money you are going to earn in a week. And that's really important when you need that revenue for yourself, but also when you have expenses that need to come out of your practice as well. As I have kind of alluded to in a couple of the other points, the fourth way is that it will reduce the amount of admin time, back and forth communication that you have with your clients on a weekly, daily, monthly, all the time basis. If your clients know that I have a session at Wednesday at 10 a.m. and I have that every single week, there's very little communication that is required between sessions. On the odd occasion that they need to reschedule or cancel, they will contact you, but there's no real chasing, so you don't need to contact your clients to chase them to see if they would like an appointment. You also don't even really need appointment reminders and things like that. I know clients that send out appointment reminders the day before for the next day, and they do that manually. Now, obviously, my whole channel is about using systems to your advantage, and there are definitely ways that you can automate that process. But let's say you're not even there yet, and you're having to send out reminders to your clients to make sure they turn up because it's not a regular slot for them. So if somebody has a regular 10 a.m. on Wednesday slot, they don't really need a reminder because they've probably put that in their calendar every single week for the foreseeable future. They're probably more likely to pay you for the session as well, because they probably have a routine of paying you, rather than ad hoc clients that you probably need to chase payments as well. So that's additional admin you're doing to check your bank account. Did they pay? Did they not? I'm going to have to chase them up. You're going to have to create ad hoc invoices if you do invoice that way. So the amount of admin and time that you are spending on your practice with regards to your clients can greatly reduce if you are giving regular weekly or bi-weekly sessions. The last two ways are a little bit more kind of therapy related, so take these with a pinch of salt, because obviously I'm not a therapist, but I do work very closely with therapists and have regular communication with them about these things. So the first point in that section is about holding space for your clients. If you know that your sweet spot is 15 clients or 15 client spaces, and that's what you'd like to have in your practice, then you are mentally holding space for those clients outside of sessions. So you are thinking about them outside of sessions, you are researching stuff for them, you are invoicing them, you are holding information in your head about those people. The more clients you have, the more things you've got to hold, and for me, I would find that really difficult, and I would probably end up forgetting things or not giving them the best service that I could. So if you have a lot more clients than you would like because you don't know when they're coming in, the service that you are going to be able to offer both inside and outside the therapy room is going to reduce. Seeing clients regularly as well can also help you prepare for the session because you're more up to date with what's going on with their life. You can look back at your therapy notes and be reminded of what happened, whereas if you haven't seen someone for a month or a few weeks, that's not going to be as easy for you to do. The second one is about the results you're giving your clients and also how committed they're going to be. I have found, working with therapists in private practice and also being a person who has therapy and having friends and family who have therapy, and the ones that get the best results are people who are consistent, who are going on a regular basis. So this is only going to benefit you and them. The better results they get, or the more that somebody is getting out of therapy, the more they're going to want to come to therapy. I know lots of people personally who before they go into a therapy session say, I don't really want to do this today, but then after they feel so much better. If there's a long period between those therapy sessions, they might think, I don't really want to do this today, and then they just cancel because they don't have that past remembering about actually after the session I'm going to feel much better. If you get clients in a regular schedule and get them to be consistent, that is going to be consistent revenue for you. It means that you don't need to keep trying to attract new clients. It means that they're getting better results. It means that you're feeling good about yourself because you're giving the best service you can. So all around, it's going to be a huge benefit to you and your clients. So I really hope you found this video useful. As I said, there's always going to be exceptions to the rule. There's always going to be types of people that work really well on an ad hoc basis, whether that's part of just their own makeup or whether that's part of their career or some kind of life circumstance. But for the vast majority of people, offering them and being quite boundaried around the fact that you only offer weekly or bi-weekly sessions and having cancellation policies and all that kind of stuff can only benefit you and your clients. I'd love to hear from you and the way that you're running your practice in regards to how you offer sessions to your clients. So please leave a comment below. I would love to read them and love to hear from you. Until next time, thanks so much for watching.